What's up guys, it's the Grocery Show. Today I will be showing you how to make your own quiet pads for your drum set so you can play it silent on a budget. This is part one in probably a 3-part video. Today's part one is showing you guys how to do the snare, hi-hat, and kick. 3 most basic things on your drum set that you're gonna need to be quiet so you can jam out, get some good practice in, and then all be quiet. I'm gonna show you guys are the materials you're gonna need to make your own quiet pads. The first thing is a yoga pad. Again, you can find most of this stuff around your house, or you can buy it, but it shouldn't be too expensive because this is on a budget. The next thing you're gonna need is a ruler to measure the size of your tom heads and the size of stuff you're gonna need to cut. The next thing you're gonna need is a marker so you can mark up where you need to cut. And the last thing is some scissors so you can cut what you need to cut. Just quickly, I'll be going over the sizes of my hi-hat, kick, and snare. My hi-hat is 14 inches. My snare is also 14 inches, but it's round, so I might be doing a different cutout. And then my bass drum is 22 inches, but I'll be doing something special for this. Alright guys, so the next thing you want to do, you're going to find a flat surface to put your nickel mat on so you can measure out everything correctly. And the most flat surface in my house is the ground. So I'm just going to do it on the ground. I'm going to start with my snare. Like I said before, my snare is 14 inches. So what that's going to mean is I'm going to put my ruler on my mat. Not in the middle, somewhere where you can conserve as much mat as you can. I'm gonna put a marker right here at 7. Then I'm gonna go up to move it up to my y-axis and do another marker. And the cool thing about this yoga mat is that there's like little cubes on here, so I know exactly where it'll be vertical or not. And then another 7. Do that until you got what looks like kind of like little diamond base thing. And so what I'm gonna be doing here is something a little different. If you want to, you can draw a little circle up to it to get kind of a circular shape, but knowing me, I'm not very good at drawing circles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my ruler, I'm gonna line it up between the dots. I'm just gonna draw a straight line in between them. And I'm gonna get this, again, kind of like rhombus or square diamond shape. And this is gonna be very unique because most drum pads are circles, but this is gonna cut out the sound too. And the yoga mat that I'm using, it's just a 3 millimeter. You can use whatever type you want. Generally, the thicker the yoga mat is, the more sound it's gonna block out, but as long as it's padding, it should be fine. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut to this square, and I'm gonna cut around it. There you go. You got your first pad right here. So I'm gonna set this aside. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be doing the bass drum. So I'm gonna move over so I can get some more fresh mat. For the bass drum's design, it is circular, which means, and it's flat. It's not like the snare, you can just throw a mat on there and call it good. And since this is a DIY project, I think that I'm gonna make a padding for it, and the padding will mute the sound of the bass drum. And so what I'm gonna do here is the size of the beater. The beater is only like an inch in diameter. It depends on what beater you got, but you can generally make it a little more just to cover up more of the sound. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do a similar thing I did with the snare. Is I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna go 5 inches out, and then mark the middle, And then go not too far down, just like 2 inches. Move the ruler back up and do that right there. And then cut it out. So you get you get this shape, depends on what shape you cut out. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your shape on an empty patch, and then you're gonna trace around it so you get the exact same shape. And the reason for this is to give extra padding, and since the kick has a little more power to it than a regular drumstick. And if you had a thicker mat, I guess you could technically skip this step because your mat's a little thicker. And there we go. If you did it right, you should have 2 of the same shape sized as a mat. And I know I didn't include this in the list, but you're gonna want to tape these 2 pieces together so they can stick or stay together. Like that, you got 2 pieces. All right. Next thing I'm gonna cut out is my hi-hat. My hi-hat is 14 inches, like I said before. And I've seen most designs where they just cover a little part, because that's all you're gonna hit is just a little covering. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this piece of scrap here, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure it out. I'm gonna go to the corner here, measure out where it starts at 7 inches. This one I'm gonna take my marker, and I'm gonna go with and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut it out. So I'm gonna cut through the mat. The hi-hat has a little thing that you have to put the mat through so it can mute it. So I'm gonna cut a little hole in it, just with the edge of the scissors. Kind of a little knife out a little hole. Just like, pull it a little bit. Just like that. It doesn't have to be too fancy, just big enough so it can fit. You can adjust it as needed further on. There you go, you got your mutes. Let's test it out. All right guys, we got our pad strapped on. For the kick drum, all I did was I took another piece of tape and I put it on there so it's covered and it mutes the drum. Now I'll be showing you what it sounds like with the pads and without the pads. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please like and subscribe. I hope you guys learned how to make a quiet kit and save some money at the same time. So thank you guys, see you next time.